Extraversion tends to be manifested in outgoing, talkative, energetic behavior, while introversion is manifested in more reserved and solitary behavior. The introverts are those in whom reflective thoughts inhibits and postpones action and expression. Extroverts are those in whom the energy is liberated upon the stirring of any propensity flow out freely and outward action and expression. Extraversion, also spelled as extroversion, is the state of primarily obtaining gratification from outside oneself. Extroverts tend to enjoy human interactions and to be enthusiastic, talkative, assertive, and gregarious. They take pleasures in activities that involve large social gatherings, such as parties, community activities, public demonstrations, and business or political groups. An extroverted person is likely to enjoy time spent with people and find less reward in time spent alone. They also tend to work well in groups. Introverts or introversion is the state of being predominantly interested in one's own mental self. Introverts are typically perceived as more reserved or reflective. They are often take pleasure in solitary activities such as reading, writing, or meditating. An introvert is likely to enjoy time spent alone and find less reward in time spent with large groups of people. They prefer to concentrate on a single activity at a time and like to observe situations before they participate, especially observed in developing children and adolescents. They are more analytical before speaking. Mistaking introversion for shyness is a common error. Introversion is a preference while shyness stems from distress. Introverts prefer solitary to social activities, but do not necessarily fear social encounters like shy people do. Extraversion and introversion are typically viewed as a single continuum, so to be high in one necessitates being low in the other. The term extroversion and introversion are used by Carl Jung, Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst who founded analytical psychology. Studies indicate that 33 to 50% of the American populations are introverts. The relative importance of nature versus environment in determining the level of extraversion is controversial and the focus of many studies. Twin studies have found a genetic component of 39% to 58%. Async proposed that extraversion was caused by variability in cortical arousal. He hypothesized that introverts are characterized by higher levels of activity than extroverts, and so are chronically more cortically aroused than extroverts. The extroverts require more external stimulation than introverts have been interpreted as evidence for this hypothesis. Extraversion has been linked to higher sensitivity of the mesolimbic dopamine system to potentially rewarding stimuli. This in part explains that high levels of positive affect found in extroverts, since they will more intensely feel the excitement of a potential reward. One consequence of this is that extroverts can more easily learn the contingencies for positive reinforcement, since the reward itself is experienced as greater.